kindness is very important to my husband and I. So what are some ways we can teach kindness in a fun way to our two boys?
How old are your boys?
10 and 7.
Oh, that's a great age.
Those are great ages for that. And it's a really good question because we talk about how kindness matters. There was a study actually pretty recently where they asked parents of middle schoolers, and your kids aren't quite there yet, do you think that your kid's academic success or kindness is more important? And 80% of parents said kindness, which feels great for me to hear. Yeah. But they asked those same people's kids, middle schoolers, do your parents think kindness or academic success is more important? And 75% of the kids said academic success.
Isn't that crazy?
Because we ask our kids all the time, what'd you learn in school? How are your grades?
How did you do on the test?
Right. We don't ask about who were you kind to today or how can you show kindness. So kindness doesn't just manifest. It's not, we tend to think, oh, well, if a kid isn't kind, they must have learned that at home. No, you don't fail to be kind as a 7 or a 10-year-old because your parents teach you to be mean. You have to actually actively think about how we teach kindness.
Right.
So you can do some stuff at home. And you can take, and I think a lot of these items you might just find around your house without any difficulty, and you can make it a game. My kids really like that challenge, and it can be competitive if that works for them, and it can be collaborative of them against you, or them to, all of you together, whatever works for your kids. But you take these household items and a pile of Post-its and a marker, and you ask them, how could you use, and it can be anything you can think of, how can you use these items to show kindness in our home, at school, in our neighborhood? And you say, I'm gonna walk away for 5 minutes, if you dare. Or just while we're sitting here together, let's all write as many ideas as we can and stick it on the different things. So, like, for example, this is a vase, and you could put a flower in it, right? So you might write, while they're watching, or they might write, who deserves a flower today? And would you sacrifice a flower from the front of your home if you happen to have any? Or could they make a Kleenex flower, right? Out of Kleenex, remember doing that? You
of course,
layer them differently, poke it in,
carnations.
And a pipe cleaner at the bottom, and you've got it, right? And put that, and who deserves a flower today? So you can say, oh, with these gloves, what could you clean? That would be really a kindness for someone in the home. You could say, let's take these trash bags and these gloves and go around the neighborhood and pick up some trash at the park. Or could we take this broom and surprise the neighbor by sweeping off their front stoop or cleaning up their walkway a little bit?
I think grown-ups should start doing this on their Sunday afternoons, personally. I think this is great advice.